Sitting in my 1998 Ford Ranger with everything we own in the back. $214 between us. No plan, no place to go. Emma's not crying. She stopped crying yesterday. Now she's just staring out the window. Jake, what are we gonna do? I don't know yet. That's honest. I don't know. I barely graduated high school. Emma's supposed to be a junior next month. We don't have jobs, don't have family who'll take us in. We have a truck, some clothes, and $214. I'm driving with no destination, just driving to think. Rural Minnesota, farm country, empty roads and big sky. Emma sees it first. Jake, stop, look at that. I pull over. There's an old farm, abandoned, house falling down, barn leaning, and a tractor. Sitting in the yard with a for sale sign. Farmall M red paint faded to pink. Flat tires, rust everywhere. The sign says $200. We can't buy a tractor, Emma. We need that money for food. What if we could make money with it? It doesn't even run. How do you know? I don't know. I get out, walk over to it. Emma follows. The tractor's old, 1950s maybe, but it's all there. Engine, transmission, wheels, nothing obviously broken. There's a phone number on the sign. I call it. An old man answers. That Farmall still for sale? Yep, 200. Cash. Does it run? Did when I parked it 10 years ago. Probably needs work now. Why are you selling? I'm 83. Moving to town. Can't take it with me. I look at Emma. She's looking at the tractor like it's something important. We'll take it. 2 hours later, we own a 1952 Farmall M. The old man threw in a repair manual and a can of starting fluid. You kids know anything about tractors? No, sir. Then you're about to learn. Good luck. He drives away. We're standing in an abandoned farmyard with a tractor that won't start and $14 left. Emma sits on the tractor seat. This was a terrible idea, wasn't it? Probably. But it's ours. First thing we ever really owned. She's right about that. Everything else we had was given or borrowed or temporary. This tractor, we bought it, paid for it, owns it, even if it's a $200 piece of junk. I open the repair manual, start reading. Turns out starting a Farmall M isn't complicated, it's just steps. Specific steps in specific order. Check the fuel. We have fuel. Old, but there. Check the spark plugs. They're fouled. Need cleaning. Check the oil. Thick as molasses. Needs changing. Check the air filter. Clogged with dirt. Needs replacing. I don't have tools. Don't have parts. Don't have knowledge. But I have a manual, and I have Emma. We spend the rest of the day trying, failing, trying again. By sunset, we're covered in grease, and the tractor still won't start. We sleep in the truck, share a can of beans Emma heated on a camping stove we found in the barn. Jake, what if this doesn't work? Then we figure out something else. Like what? I don't know, but we'll figure it out together. Day 2. I walk 5 miles to town, find a hardware store, spend our last $14 on used spark plugs and oil, walk back. Emma's still at the farm. She's cleaned the entire tractor while I was gone, scrubbed off years of dirt and grime. It looks better, she says. It does. We change the oil, install the spark plugs, clean the carburetor with gasoline, try to start it, nothing, try again, nothing again. It coughs, dies again, it coughs, sputters, catches, the engine runs rough, loud, smoking but running. Emma actually screams, happy screaming. We did it. We got a dead tractor running. Now what? I don't know, but we're figuring it out. Day 3. A farmer drives by, stops, looks at us. That farm all running? Yes, sir. You kids live here? We're staying here temporarily. He studies us, the truck, the tractor, the situation. You looking for work? Yes, sir. I got 60 acres of hay that needs cutting. My equipment's down. You cut it with that Farmall, I'll pay you $300. We don't have a mower. I got a sickle bar mower, just needs a tractor to pull it. You got a tractor? Emma looks at me, I look at her. We'll do it. The farmer's name is Bill Hendricks. He's 50-something, weathered, direct. He brings the mower over on a trailer, shows us how to attach it. You ever cut hay before? No, sir. Then you're going to learn today. Keep the speed steady. Don't turn sharp. Watch for rocks. Any questions? About 1,000. But I say no. Bill leaves. Emma and I stare at 60 acres of hay. Jake, can you do this? I have to. We need the money. I climb on the Farmall. Emma climbs on behind me. We figure out the gears, figure out the clutch, figure out how to drive. We cut hay. It takes all day. We make mistakes. Stall the tractor 12 times. Break the sickle bar twice. Emma has to fix it both times because she reads the manual faster than I do. By sunset, the field is cut. Not perfect, but cut. Bill comes back, walks the field, nods. Not bad for first-timers. Here's your 300. Cash. Real money. We did it. We earned something with a tractor, with work. Bill studies us again. You kids got a place to stay? We're managing. That abandoned farm's not yours, is it? No, sir. Thought so. Tell you what, I got a bunkhouse. Used to house harvest crews. Empty now. You can stay there rent-free if you keep doing work for me. Emma's eyes go wide. Really? Can't pay you regular wages, but I can give you room and work. Rest is up to you. We move into the bunkhouse that evening. It's basic. 2 beds, a bathroom, a kitchen, a roof that doesn't leak. It's paradise. Bill puts us to work the next day, and the day after, and the day after that. Baling hay, fixing fence, moving equipment, everything a farm needs. We learn. Fast. We have to. Emma learns mechanical work. She's better at it than me, can look at a problem and see solutions. I learn operation, can drive anything Bill owns, tractor, truck, combine. The Farmall becomes our constant. We use it every day. For work, for learning, for proving we're worth keeping around. Weeks pass. We're not kids playing anymore. We're workers. Bill treats us like adults. Expects adult work. Pays adult respect. Emma turns 17 in September. Bill throws her a birthday party. Just him, his wife Linda and me. But it's a party, first one she's had in years. She cries, happy crying this time. I thought 17 would be homeless and hungry. Instead I'm here, with family. Bill's not our father. Linda's not our mother, but they're family by choice. And that counts for more than blood. The Farmall breaks down in October. Clutch goes out. Part costs $400. We have the money now. Saved it from work. But $400 is a lot. Bill offers to fix it for free. Use his parts. I say no. Sir, we appreciate it, but this is our tractor. We need to fix it ourselves. Bill nods. Understands. Then I'll teach you how. You buy the part, I'll show you the work. We spend a weekend rebuilding the clutch. Bill supervising. Me and Emma doing the work. When we're done, the Farmall runs better than it has since we bought it. Bill claps me on the shoulder. You two have come a long way. We had help. You had willingness. That's different. I can teach willing, can't teach unwilling. Emma starts online school in November, finishes her junior year through virtual classes, studies between work shifts. I take a welding class at the community college. Bill pays for it, says I'll pay him back with quality work. The Farmall sits in the barn now. We don't use it for Bill's work anymore. He's got better equipment, but we maintain it. Oil changes, grease, paint touch-ups, keep it running. It's not about the tractor anymore. It's about what the tractor represents. The first thing we chose, the first thing we owned, the first thing we made work when nothing else was working. December comes. Bill and Linda ask us to Christmas dinner. We sit at their table, real family dinner, turkey and everything. Linda asks Emma about school, asks about plans. I want to graduate, then maybe college, agricultural engineering. That's specific. I learned I like fixing things, making things work, want to do more of it. Bill asked me about welding, getting good at it, thinking about starting a mobile repair business, farm equipment, on-site welding. You'd be good at that. We would. We'd both be good at what we're planning because we learned we can figure things out, can work hard, can turn $200 into a future. The Farmall taught us that. January 2024. I'm 19 now. Emma's 17. We're still at Bill's place, still working, still learning. But we're also planning, saving, building towards something bigger. I bought a welding rig, used, set it up in Bill's shop, started taking side jobs, farmers who need repairs, word spreads, kid who can weld anything, kid who shows up on time, kid who does good work. I'm booked 3 weeks out. Emma rebuilt a hay baler for Bill, just her and the manual. Took her 2 weeks. Now it runs perfect. Bill told 3 neighbors. Now they want her to look at their equipment. We're becoming something. Not kids who got kicked out. Not charity cases. Skilled workers. Reliable, valuable. The Farmall sits in the barn. We fired it up last week. Ran it around the property. Still runs strong. A collector offered us $3,000 for it. Said 1952. Farmalls in good condition are valuable. We said no. Not because $3,000 isn't money, because that tractor's not for sale. It's the reason we're here, the reason we're surviving, the reason we believed we could. You can't sell that. Emma graduates high school online in May. Honor roll, acceptance to Minnesota State, agricultural engineering program. She cries when the letter comes. Jake, I'm going to college. You are. How is this real? Because you worked for it. I'm launching my mobile welding business officially in June. Business license, insurance, logo on the truck. Bill's loaning me startup money. I'll pay him back. He knows I will. We've come so far from that day 3 years ago. Sitting in a truck with $214 and no future. Now we have futures, plural. Different paths but same foundation. Work, learning, not giving up when it's hard. The Farmall taught us all of that. A $200 tractor that became $3,000 of confidence, of capability, of proof that we could. We keep it running, not because we need it, because it reminds us. When you hit bottom, you can build up. One decision at a time, one day at a time, one $200 tractor at a time. The tractor didn't change us. The work changed us. The choosing changed us. The refusing to quit changed us. The tractor was just the tool. We were the ones who learned to use it. I'm writing this now because people ask, how'd you two make it? How'd you go from kicked out to successful? The answer's not simple, but it starts with a tractor and a sister who believed we could, and a decision to try even when trying seemed impossible. That's the story. That's the truth. 2 kids, 1 tractor, everything changed. Not because the tractor was special, because we refused to let it be just junk. We made it matter, made the work matter, made ourselves matter. And that's everything. But let me back up. Tell you more about how we got here. About the days between buying that tractor and becoming who we are now. Because it wasn't smooth, wasn't easy. Wasn't a straight line from broke to successful. There were moments we almost quit. Moments we almost sold the Farmall and gave up on this dream. Week 3 of living at Bill's place, the tractor threw a rod. Engine seized up completely. Bill looked at it and shook his head. That's a rebuild. 800 in parts. 40 hours of work. We had 200 saved. Emma was crying again. Jake, we can't fix it. We should sell it for parts and move on. I almost agreed, almost. But something stopped me, some stubborn refusal to let this tractor beat us. We'll fix it. I don't know how yet, but we will. Bill overheard, came over later that evening. Kid, you serious about rebuilding that engine? Yes, sir. Why? You could buy a running tractor for less than the rebuild will cost. Because we started with this one, because we made it run once, because giving up teaches us we can give up. Bill studied me for a long moment. All right, I'll make you a deal. You work for me on weekends for free. I'll teach you how to rebuild that engine. Parts you'll have to pay for as you can afford them. It took us 6 months. 6 months of weekend work, learning engines, learning metalwork, learning precision. Emma learned faster than me, could see how parts fit together, could understand the manual's technical language. I learned patience, learned that rushing breaks things, learned that doing it right matters more than doing it fast. We rebuilt that Farmall engine from the ground up. Every gasket, every bearing, every seal. When we finally started it up again, it ran like new, better than new. Bill watched us celebrate, watched Emma hugging me, both of us covered in grease and grinning. "You two learned something more important than engine building," he said. "What's that?" "That you can fix what's broken. That includes yourselves." I didn't understand that then. I do now. We were broken when we got here. Not the tractor. Us. Kicked out. Abandoned. Told we weren't worth keeping. Fixing that tractor was fixing ourselves, proving we had value, proving we could create worth where others saw junk. The work at Bill's farm continued. Seasons changed. We changed with them. Spring planting taught us planning. You can't just throw seeds in the ground. You prepare, test soil, time it right, work with nature instead of against it. Summer growing taught us patience. Can't rush crops. Can't make them grow faster by wanting it. You wait, you tend, you trust the process. Fall harvest taught us urgency. When crops are ready, you move. Weather doesn't wait, markets don't wait. You work 16-hour days and you don't complain. Winter maintenance taught us preparation. Fix what's broken before you need it. Sharpen what's dull before it matters. Rest when you can, because spring always comes. These lessons translated, applied to life beyond farming. Emma's online schooling required patience, studying at midnight after work shifts, pushing through when she was tired, trusting the process would pay off. My welding required preparation, couldn't show up to a job unprepared, had to have the right equipment, right knowledge, right attitude. The Farmall sat in the barn during this time. We'd fire it up once a month, keep it running, keep it maintained. But it wasn't about the tractor anymore. It was about what the tractor had taught us. That value isn't given. It's created through work, through refusing to quit, through proving you're worth keeping around. Bill's neighbors started asking about us. Who were these kids living at Hendrick's place? Why were they working so hard? Bill's answer was always the same. They're learning. And we were. Every day, every job, every challenge. I learned I could weld cast iron, tricky work, high failure rate, but I figured it out. Now, I'm the guy farmers call when they need cast iron welding. Emma learned she could diagnose hydraulic problems by sound, could hear what was wrong before opening the system. Saved hours of diagnostic time. We were becoming experts. At 19 and 17, because we had to, because no one was going to hand us expertise, we had to earn it. The stepfather who kicked us out called once. 6 months after we left, he was drunk, wanted to know if we'd learned our lesson yet, if we were ready to come home and appreciate what we had. I hung up on him. Emma asked who it was. I lied, said wrong number. She knew, but didn't press. We never talked about him, about that life, about what happened before the Farmall. Moving forward meant leaving that behind, meant choosing who we became over who we'd been told we were. Bill and Linda became our real family, not by blood, by choice, by showing up every day, by teaching us, by believing in us when we didn't believe in ourselves. Linda taught Emma to cook, real cooking, planning meals, managing a kitchen, feeding people who work hard. Bill taught me business, pricing work, managing clients. Understanding that your reputation is everything in a small community. These lessons mattered more than anything we'd learned in school. By year 2, I was making real money. $2,000 a month from welding, not a fortune, but enough. Emma was acing her online classes, 4.0 GPA, college counselors calling, scholarship opportunities. The Farmall sat in the barn, running, maintained, waiting. We talked about using it sometimes, starting a custom work business, tilling gardens, small-scale farming projects. But we never did. The Farmall had served its purpose, had taught us what we needed to learn. Forcing it into service now would be missing the point. The point wasn't the tractor, never was. The point was the transformation, the choosing, the refusing to accept that we were worthless. Emma graduates in 2 months. May 2025. 3 years after we bought the Farmall, she's going to Minnesota State on a full academic scholarship. Agricultural engineering. 4-year program. She'll be the first person in our family to go to college, ever. I'm launching JM Mobile Welding officially next month. Business cards printed, website live, truck lettered. JM stands for Jake Morrison. My last name, Emma's last name, our shared identity. We're not hiding from our past, we're building on top of it. The stepfather who kicked us out? I heard he lost his job, lost his house. Lost everything because he couldn't stay sober. I don't take satisfaction in that. Don't celebrate his fall. But I recognize the difference. He chose substances over responsibility. We chose work over excuses, different choices, different outcomes. The Farmall sits in Bill's barn. We fired it up last week for the first time in months. Still runs, still sounds good, still represents everything we overcame. Bill said we could keep it there as long as we want, said it's earned its place as a memorial to hard work. Emma wants to restore it fully, strip it down, repaint it. Rebuild everything to original spec, make it shine the way it should have when it was new in 1952. I think that's a good idea. Not because it needs it, because the work will be meaningful. One more project we complete together. One more proof that we can take something broken and make it valuable. That's been our whole story. Taking broken things and fixing them. The tractor, our lives, our futures. All of it was broken 3 years ago. All of it works now. Not perfectly. We still struggle sometimes. Still have hard days, still doubt ourselves occasionally, but we know we can, know we will, know we're worth the effort. The Farmall taught us that. A $200 tractor purchased with desperation money, best investment we ever made, not because of what it was, because of what it made us become. Workers, learners, survivors, family, 2 kids who refused to stay kicked out, who bought a tractor and changed their lives. That's the real story.